Why does Alpha and Omega have a fan following? No, really, why? I'm sorry for those that really get a kick out of this franchise, but still, where the hell is the appeal to this? The original film was universally panned. I know Lionsgate has its fair share of good movies, but good God, they can't make a good animated film to save their lives. I know they didn't specifically produce this, but they did distribute both this and Norm of the North, so can you blame me? I'm actually going into this without having watched the film all the way through before, so if you haven't seen this film, you're just as clueless as I am. I think from the get-go, a major problem I have with this film is that they produced way too many sequels to this flick in such a short span of time. I don't care if it was successful or not, it's unacceptable for more than one sequel to come out per year, and that's just as much applicable to theatrical films as with direct-to-video ones. And this is just one example. Aside from the countless direct-to-video Barbie and Monster High movies released each year, there are two more examples that I can think of: Open Season and Land Before Time. Has any executive ever heard the phrase quality over quantity? I've heard that animation is overall a very time-consuming process, so wouldn't you rather spend a few years working on a film you can be proud of rather than crap out 3 turds per year? And I thought for a while that Bargain Bins and I were safe from getting any more sequels to these films, but no. This year, we're getting a new Open Season film, 2 new Alpha and Omega movies, and a new Land Before Time film just came out. There's overexposure. And then there's this. So after this mini rant, I guess we should get started on talking about the actual film in question, right? Right? Haha, this is the first joke of the movie, folks. So funny! Quack! After that painfully unfunny scene occurs, we get a view of the scenery of the movie. This would be scenery porn if it were a much better movie. Right off the bat, this film looks like the CGI equivalent to bad Flash animation. It's so fucking bland. While everything may look fine in, say, a still frame, this looks way worse in motion. Where's the beautiful shading effects? Where's the colorful detail in the art style? Where's the charming artistic direction? All I see here are clouds without any depth and cheap water effects. Jimmy Neutron, a film that many would agree has less than stellar animation, has better animation than this, though I do enjoy the animation in that film. Hell, any Nickelodeon animated film is great animation, honestly. But I'm getting sidetracked. After this gorgeous opening shot, we got our first look at our protagonists, Humphrey and Kate, doing random activities with their packs. Listen, maybe I'm ungodly biased because of the horrendous reception this film has gotten, but I can't care about any of this. It's just Humphrey in this log sled, and Kate too just has gotta go faster, while she's chasing her sister. What was I thinking? Yeah, considering the person who plays you also does Alvin in the Chipmunk movies, I don't blame your poor judgment.
Humphrey?
Kate? Oh, am I touched. After our star-crossed lovers land safely on the ground, Kate's father, Winston, shows up and tells her it's time to go to Alpha School. Oh, and he warns Humphrey over here that by the time spring comes around, she's gonna be a trained Alpha. But who gives a shit about that dumb bitch? So winter comes thanks to horribly stilted CGI snow, spring arrives, and... Oh, this again? Didn't you already realize that you have poor judgment? Oh, and I'm sure the gross out in this movie is going to be just as uninspired as the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. Maybe Justin Long passes around an unfunny humor virus to every film he shows up in.
You better set your sights over there. Reba and Janice, the vegetarians.
Yeah, that isn't the scariest face I've seen in a while.
Looks like we're eating caribou tonight, boys.
What good is a bear if he can't even hunt, huh?
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
So the Omegas set their sights on these 2 caribou, and thanks to some other jackass wolves, they spark a stampede. Kate is such an amazing action hero that she thwarts their plans, but in the process leaves all the wolves angry and hungry. So Kate's father comes around to bring her home, and her mother talks to her and her sister Lily right before they eat dinner. Later, Winston meets up with this guy Tony, played by Dennis Hopper. They talk about how Kate and this guy's son Garth are gonna marry to unite the packs. And of course, Kate doesn't want that, so Kate's gonna stop it somehow. Hell, she even tells her father that she's okay with it once he finds out she was spying on them. So we cut back to the Omegas getting ready for some party thing that I can't care about, and the Alphas are doing something that I can't care about. I'm sorry, but this movie is so uninteresting and bland. The characters don't have any charm and personality, they're just as flat and wooden as popsicle sticks. The jokes aren't funny, and they're not even so unfunny they're funny either. This film isn't even so bad it's good in a way that Cool Cat Saves the Kids or A Talking Cat are. It's just plain awful. Even the lighting in this film is boring. So Humphrey tries to talk with Kate, but his friends stop him with technicalities. Still doesn't stop him.
Humphrey!
Oh, my butt! My butt! Wow, that really hurt.
And cue the breadwinners in 3, 2, 1, go.
Your butt! You saved us with your butt!
Yeah, I don't feel like losing some subscribers today, but hey, that's more interestingly bad than this. So Kate decides to stay with Garth as her sister brings Humphrey home. As the former pair start to bond, this happens. Way to go, Garth. You made a boring movie even more boring and awkward. Cue some more awkward sliding and our two star-crossed lovers meet again.
You're kinda cute.
Why does everybody in this movie insist on acting as drunk as possible? This isn't Rick Potion number 9 or Tammy trying to impress some boys. This is a fucking kids film. I'd expect a bit more subtle radar dodging if you could. Oh great, a mushroom samba. And it turns out that this is due to some dicks shooting darts into them, and they promptly haul them away. So as you can guess by now, Garth continues killing people's eardrums doing his best Scooby-Doo impression as he waits for Kate. Meanwhile, the duo are taken in crates and they fight to break out. Finally, they're set free and run as fast as they can. Look, I know this comparison has been beaten to death, but this film looks like a GameCube game. And you know, I feel I should add even more subversion to this. There are many games from the 6th generation that still look great today, remastered or not. Just pick up a Sega Dreamcast VGA cable and see for yourself. This looks like a bad PS2, Xbox, or Dreamcast game, like Drake of the 99 Dragons or Spirit of Speed 1937. You know, from those guys. Hell, the frame rate of this movie doesn't even look lifelike at all. It literally looks like some video game that's been processed with the soap opera effect found on some TVs. So our heroes come across these two geese, Patty and Marcel, playing golf with some porcupine in the background.
He's using the wrong club.
Wait a second, is that Nika Futterman? Look, she may not be the most well-known voice actress in the industry, but she's definitely talented. Maybe I'm biased, but my favorite role of hers is Styx from Sonic Boom. She also did Chum Chum in a much worse show, but hey, she's at least playing Luna Loud in the Loud House, which, after watching the first episode online, I'm actually looking forward to. Back to the story. He's gonna fail. He's going to fail. He's gonna...
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
What do you know? He failed. So the geese play golf, he hits a shot and... Well, I haven't seen that cliche before, now have I? So Humphrey and Kate approach this guy and, well, might as well start up a cliche counter.
Oh, my butt!
And a butt joke counter. So on this wild goose chase, this happens.
Oh, no. Oh, he's a goner for sure.
Yeah, I don't care, this goes on the counter. So the geese explain that the wolves have been transported to Idaho to repopulate the species in the area. Perv. I don't like this. This scene is creepy. Ironically, it feels like Kate and Humphrey are being forced to mate with each other. Everybody in the scene uses the most uncomfortable terminology in this film. In fact, the best thing I can say about this scene is that Humphrey's mouth movements here are probably some of the most fluid in the entire movie. Kate then explains to Humphrey that there will be consequences if she doesn't get back, so they plan to get home with the geese.
Of course I will help. I like you too. You make me laugh.
Yeah, besides the fact that the humor in this movie is incredibly stale, I've got no comment.